everyone, it's Megan with AboveRubyStudio.com. Today's Check This Out is about the eCraft machine by Craftwell. I really enjoy this machine and some of the functions of it because it really allows me to do a lot of things that I can't do with other die cutting machines. And the reason for that is because it doesn't require cutting mats. It's really cool. Because it doesn't require cutting mats, it has this awesome tray feature on the back. You can feed your paper in right from the front. You can do just by selecting, you can feed it in here and go anywhere you want it to go and anywhere you want it to cut. It does cut back, so you can load your paper all the way into this bottom corner. It always goes back and to, let's see, the right. So it's going to start your cuts on this front left corner and then go back into the left, to the right, if I'm explaining that correctly. So that's how it cuts, and you'll see in 1 second, so you know where to kind of position when you're loading from the front. It also has this tray that you can stack in 25, 30 sheets of paper at one time. Select something like if you have a big party and you need to cut out a whole bunch of favor boxes, load in your sheets of paper, select 25 on your eCraft shop software that you get with this machine, because you can do SVGs and all kinds of other wonderful things. There's also SD cards that you can load in the side. But then you can just cut, one button, it loads it all through. There's no loading paper onto a mat, taking it off the mat, loading the next sheet on, taking hours and hours of time. It's really quick. Now, because it doesn't have a cutting mat, a tip for you would be you can still use a kitchen cheap, inexpensive, like cutting board mat. There's really thin plastic mats that you can pick up at your local stores. A lot of big box stores have them, your kitchen supply stores. Pick something like that up. Use something like a stick and spray for your thinner material. And if you're having problems with slipping, then you can use like a cutting mat. But it really, using a good quality paper, like paper layers, you can get really intricate, nice cuts very quickly, and again, no cutting mat is required. There's only a few buttons and navigation to learn. There's not a lot to learn as far as complicated things go, but I want to give you a few tips and ideas here. When you pull it out and get it set up, you're going to see there's the little blade house trolley. If you pull out on the little tab and lift it up, you're going to see there's a little gray cap on the one, and then there's a little black cap on the other. The black you can actually pull out. That is your pen. Now sometimes this is cool too, because you can actually draw and cut with this at the same time, which is an awesome thing. You don't have to change out blades. But sometimes this little black pen gets a little clogged. So just grab a piece of scrap paper and get it started by just scribbling with it real quick and then insert it back in. That's just from sitting in the warehouse. Sometimes that happens. It happens with a lot of pens. The next thing I want you to note though is there's a little gray cap on here. That has to stay on. It kind of acts as a little guide for your paper to keep things from curling up into your blade. A lot of times people find they're getting ripped cuts and things. It's because they're removing this. Don't remove it, leave it on there. And make sure your trolley is all the way down in place. You're also going to see on here there's numbers 1 through 8, and that is your blade depth. That's how much pressure you're getting. And it's really an easy thing. You can control this mid-cut. You're going to see a little blue indicator light on here to let you know if it's cutting all the way through your paper or not. When I'm using paper layers, I generally keep it around a blade depth setting of 5, and that usually works perfectly. So I loaded a sheet of paper layers in. Now what I'm going to do is just do a quick cut. I have an SD card loaded in. It's the basics foundation cartridge or SD card that comes with the machine. I'm going to press enter, and I'm just going to select, let's see, let's do something, you know what, let's go back. We'll hit back. We'll do something a little bit more intricate, like a flourish. We can do that flourish right there. We're going to select enter. It's at 3 inches. That should be pretty good. I'm going to move this, let's see, back here just a little bit over. I'm doing it backwards, so I'm hitting the wrong button, but that's okay. So now it's on. Everything's ready to go. It's in my menu, ready to press cut. And you're going to see this cut out in no time at all. It is a little noisy with the clicking. That's because it's creating little tabs to keep your paper in place until you're done. But really, not something that bothers you because it works so fast and does such great work that it really shouldn't be a big deal. So then you just want to unload it once it's done. And you can see, you can pop it all the way out or not, it's up to you. And you can see it just pops out, giving this awesome flourish cut in no time at all. So thanks guys for checking this out. Please let me know if you have any questions about the eCraft. I will be doing more tutorials and other fun things coming up soon and showing the eCraft shop and many other things, but I think you're really going to enjoy playing with this machine. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.